Welcome and thanks for joining us for the NBA Rookie Showcase alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. This is Kevin Harlan. Tonight, Clark, we're going to watch some of the top young talent face off in anticipation of the NBA draft.
And because that's the case, Kevin, no shortage of GMs and front office execs here in the building. Representatives from every NBA team on hand to check this action out.
And that can obviously put a lot of pressure on these young guys. But, of course, performing when there is pressure is a big part of what they're hoping to be paid to do. So we'll get a chance here today to see who rises to the top.
A look at the Stars starting group. Thomas Robinson is out there with Tyler Zeller. Then it's Jeremy Lamb. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Kid Gilchrist in at the 3. And for the elites, Marshall in at point guard. Andre Drummond is out there with Anthony Davis. Then there's Harrison Barnes. And it's Waiters in at the 2.
Well, I'm excited to watch Damian Lillard, the explosive rookie point guard out of Weber State. You know, his stock quickly rose last season as he upped his scoring to almost 25 points per game, leading the country. Scouts consider him the best point guard prospect in the draft.
Now here's Zeller. Passes it to Leonard. The pass to Teague. And there's the foul. It's on the waiter. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Guys, he's going to have to be careful here. You don't want to pick up your third foul in the first quarter.
About 1 minute into the first quarter. Kid Gilchrist dishes to Lillard. Dishes to Kid Gilchrist. Clock at 6. Here's Teague. Drains it from 17 feet out.
And Lillard's shooting ability, guys, will be highlighted in workouts. I mean, I think in a game like this, he'll try to make plays for others and show how he can run a team. That's been the question mark for him. Now that's how you execute an alley-oop there, fellas.
And with an exclamation point, too, on the finish, throwing it down hard.
What a terrific play on both ends.
And there's the foul. It's on the waiter. That's his third foul of the game. On the court right now for the Stars. They've got Tyler Zeller. Damian Lillard out there with Marcus Teague. Then there's Myers Leonard. And it's Kid Gilchrist in at the small forward position.
And you know, there was a time when it might have been hard to get all the top prospects in one gym together to go head-to-head.
Yeah, fortunately, those days are in the past. And for those of us who love the game, it's really such a treat.
And Lamb kicks to Lillard. All alone. And he gets the jumper to drop. Lillard's got 13 points now in the quarter.
And, you know, when you talk about this showcase game, the question is always, how much should GMs weigh this single game versus a player's entire body of work?
And I've sat in that chair, Clark, and I think the entire body of work.
And we're through 2 here and a good one. Stars out.
The Stars. 53.
And we now return to the Rookie Showcase. And plenty of scouts and GMs still in attendance for the second half.
Well, an exciting first half of basketball now in the books.
Yeah, they're really putting on a show and rising to the occasion so far.
Marshall, he's in at the point. Anthony Davis is out there with Harrison Barnes. Then it's John Henson, and it's Waiters in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group on the game right now for the elites. Davis, the pass to Marshall. Barnes can't get it to go.
Well, that's one he'd like back.
Well, for these players, you can feel like there's so much at stake, so the pressure can get to you.
Drummond's checked in for the elites. On defense, the elites. 4-point game. Kid Gilchrist. And that one's good. Kid Gilchrist has got 8 points.
And he's a prospect that a lot of teams have really salivated over. I mean, his physical gifts, obvious.
And when GMs think upside, I mean, the best case scenario, those attributes are often a huge factor.
And Marshall kicks to Waiters. Pass to Marshall. Shot clock at 5. Davis. And it's rejected. Tries to save it, but they get it back. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And the Stars leading by 6. And there's the foul. It's on the waiter. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
Yeah, he'll make the walk of shame back to the bench.
So it's the Elites winning this one easily.
Well, it was a fun one, but the Elites just had the better day. And they'll have a little bit of bragging rights here over the Stars as the draft nears closer.
And although this isn't a league game, you can tell each player.
Hey, how's it going? Good game tonight. I'm the scouting director for the Pacers. We currently have the 26th pick in the draft and are narrowing down our list of draft targets. If you wouldn't mind, I'd like to ask you a couple questions. We feel like we have some good depth at the point guard position, but we're really looking for a guy to build around. The Pacers have a lot of talent at the other positions, and we need someone who can orchestrate it all for us. Tell us why you think you could be the person that takes us to the next level.
Look, man, I'm not really a fit with your current roster. You guys already have some nice point guards on the roster, and I think I would just get lost in the mix. I'd rather go to a place where my talents would be needed more, and I'm sorry, but that's just not Indianapolis, man.
Next question. We realize that here in Indianapolis, we don't have the appeal of some of the big market teams. We tend to look for players who would be proud to be part of this organization, someone who can really take pride in being a member of the Indiana Pacers. We need someone who's willing to spend their entire career as a member of this team. Is that someone you?
To be honest with you, I'm a big city kind of guy. I don't think Indianapolis has the type of vibe I'm looking for. You feel me? I'm sure you guys have a great organization and a great fan base. It's not for me. All right?
I appreciate your honesty answering my questions. Best of luck to you in the draft. Nice performance tonight. I'm GM and President of Team Operations for the Grizzlies. We have the 25th pick in the draft, and I'm considering using it on you. I'd like to ask you a couple questions real quick if you don't mind. Aside from a few veterans, this is a very young team. We have a lot of guys that I really believe in, but in the backcourt, I don't feel like we have a player that we can truly build around. Do you think you're good enough to be that guy?
Of course I do. I honestly believe I'm going to be one of the best players in the NBA. The question I have to ask myself is, do I want to play for the Grizzlies organization? I don't know that answer yet. You guys would be lucky to have me. I realize how I'm coming across to you right now, but I believe in myself. And my confidence, well, it's never been a problem.
Interesting. Next question. The Grizzlies are a team with a lot of momentum right now. We went through a rough stretch, had some recent draft picks that didn't work out. With guys like Zebo and Gasol, we really feel like we could be one of the better teams in the West. We like what we've seen out of you, but how do you see yourself fitting in with the team?
Look, I'm not going to string you guys along here, man. I've got a lot of respect for those guys, but I'm not interested in being another cog in the Grizzlies machine. I'm a born leader, and I should be on a team that's going to allow me to spread my wings and fly. And that just isn't how it's going to be here in Memphis, you know?
Thanks for your time. It was a little disappointing, to be honest, but I appreciate you being upfront with us. Good game out there tonight, son. I'm the GM of the Bulls, and I must say, I was impressed with your performance. We have the 29th pick in the draft and are narrowing down our list of draft targets. If you wouldn't mind, I'd like to ask you a couple questions. Now, obviously, you play at unarguably our strongest position in Derrick Rose. Derrick is our centerpiece and who we're building this team around. He can't do everything himself. We know that, and he knows that. We've got some great pieces around him in Luol, Carlos, and Joakim. I think we're lacking in depth, and I think you would be a great fit in our team. How well can you handle being on a team like this where the focus won't be on you?
That's not me. That's just not me. I've never taken a backseat in my life, and I certainly can't start doing that now. I know me, and I know how I am when I'm not the driving force behind the team. Look, I love Chicago, I love the Bulls, but I'm sorry, I just can't do it, my man.
Okay, last question. Coach Thibodeau preaches defense nonstop. His game plans are built entirely around it. What do you think about defense in today's game, and how does it apply to you?
Defense doesn't win games. I'm sorry, it just doesn't. When was the last time you saw a championship team score in the 80s, maybe low 90s, and win consistently? They just don't. I pride myself on my defensive game, but it's not my focus. I've been given offensive talents, and I work relentlessly improving my skills in that area. There's a place for me in the NBA, but if you guys are going to wear me out on the defensive end and hold back my shot, that just doesn't seem like a match to me.
Thanks for answering our questions. I don't know that we're a fit for you at this time. We'll need to discuss internally. I'll be in touch.